Hey there, everybody. Let me show you a little trick that I learned on how to clean your stoves, glass door, for free. Now, as you can see, summer isn't over yet. It's going to be 21, 22, 23 degrees all week, so we won't be lighting these fires up. But they were lit up until last April, and they do get pretty dirty. Look at them. Now, what you can do is you can go out and you can buy for about 15 bucks this stuff here. Nettoyant vitre. This is a French product, of course, right? But right here it does say it's corrosive. Contient de hydroxide de potassium. I don't know what potassium hydroxide is. Provoque le grave brûlure. That means it burns the hell out of you, right? Look, it'll eat its way through something, and it'll also eat its way through your hand. So you could go out and spend 15 bucks on one of these things, as I have in the past, and they are a putrid, toxic, pungent, black crap, and it drips all over the floor, and if you don't clean it up, it just makes a mess and leaves stains. You don't want to get it on your hands. I wonder, does it say do not drink on it? Well, this is France, you know. I mean, like, if you put anything colored down, they will drink it. Now, what do I need? I need a little bowl of lukewarm water and one of these an old sponge, you know, like a double-edged sponge with a serrated edge on it. And what you do is this, okay? You take the sponge, dip it in the water, give it a little bit of a squeeze, and then dip the serrated edge into the ash that's in the fire. You see? Just get some ash on it. Ash, not, yeah, ash, yeah. Now, there's the door. You take this, a little bit of ash on it, and you rub the glass door. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Takes it right off. Of course, you have to dip it a few times. Now, let me get light up a little bit closer. How's that here? And then keep another bucket handy with more water in it, just to rinse the dark black stuff of it. And dip it back in. Make sure you got no charcoal rocks on it. It just takes a few minutes, you know, of rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. Not even have to rub on that putrid toxic stuff. You've had to spray it on, leave it on for a few minutes, it drips, and then you gotta rub the hell out of it, yeah? Whereas with this stuff, you don't have to rub it that hard. I don't know what's in the ash, something like some carbon. Oh my God, carbon. Oh. Or charbon. Something abrasive in it anyway. And let me give it another dip here in the water. Get a bit more ash on it. And it eats its way through that caked in black dirt that everybody that's got a glass stove gets on their glass stove. And I'm going to go over it a few times, but this is me going over it for the first time. This is just magic. And what does it cost? It costs nothing, right? It's an old sponge. It's, well, I'm glad my wife is not here because I'm using one of her salad bowls there to hold water in. It could cost me my life. Now, got another big sponge here. Just dampen it. Whoa. Look at that. Look. Look. Yeah. Almost there. Almost there. So, this is a trick for everybody in the whole world that's got a dirty glass stove door and they just do not know what to do with it. Now there's the dirtiest bit over there. But as you rub and rub and rub this stuff in, you go over it a few times for the nasty bits. Can you hear me? I say you go over it a few times for the nasty bits, some of the nastiest ones. Yeah? Look at that. Huh? And like I said, I won't be lighting these fires for another couple of weeks. And it's so nice that when you light your fire, that you can see through the door and see the fire. Huh? I bet none of you knew this trick. Right, we're not there yet. We ain't there yet. Yeah, so it's still a little bit dirty down there in the corners. So it does require a few rubs along the side. But this stuff, whatever it is, whatever's in the ash, I mean, like, I've tried a lot of things to try and get these doors clean. And eventually one day I was in the hardware store and I see this bottle of stuff for cleaning your glass door. I used it once and I never want to use it again because I didn't think what I was doing and I didn't put something down on the floor like a towel or a rag for the stuff that drips from this bottle of toxic French alcohol. And I said to myself, my God, I do not want to use that stuff ever again. And then I discovered this trick, this magnificent trick. There we go. Look at that. Now, there's still quite a lot of dirty debris on in the wet on the door. Yeah, I think we're almost there. Now, you're looking for an old rag, couldn't find one, so I've got me an old pair of trousers with a hole in them, and this will be one of their last uses, just to dry it off. I Can you see the difference there already? Let me have a look at the, wow, look at that. So, have I got a useful channel? Maybe this is the most useful video I've made on this channel. My channel is, of course, not for everybody, but for those looking for reality in this world. That's what I post most on my channel. Things that would freak you out. So, unless you've got a strong stomach, don't be watching the rest of my videos. Because I'll shift your paradigm for you. Now, there isn't much more I can do with that, right? Just wipe the dirt off. You don't really get it all off, you know, once you close it. You can still see bits of dirt on it. But generally, it's clean. I mean, the other stuff, that toxic stuff, doesn't do a better job than this. Yeah? Now, who is not pleased with that result? That is just magnificent. I mean, it's amazing that you just dip the sponge in the water, squeeze it a little bit, dip it in the ash, and rub the ash over all that grit and grime that is stuck to your door, and makes your fire look horrible when it's blazing and you look like a pikey. There's no excuse for not keeping it clean. And